act like you proud to say you did because you want me to fight you because you're a man. You're a bitch. A bitch bitch. Only a bitch do shit and run. You doing bitch shit. But I bet you if I have a dude go up to you, you act like you didn't do it. He said, I did. I mean, what you proud of? That you stabbed a top? You don't even like Spicks or blacks. So we'll see where. I wonder what it's going to be like at your Thanksgiving dinner. Outside in the park. You stupid. And you still ain't going to control me because I'm going to still talk shit. That's why I'm like, come here when I'm in here. Because that top wasn't like that. I mean, what I supposed to be scared because you stabbing tops? What that supposed to mean? Ain't nobody falling for your stupid shit. What is that supposed to mean? Please let me know. Now you're doing more bitch shit. The motherfucker was right on the bus with the shaved head and the tattoos. You know what I mean? People were saying, yeah, you're homeless. It's white people saying it. That he's homeless. The motherfucker that's got in that shelter when he worked there, he do not work in that shelter. He was staying right in the back by the creek in the tent. I mean, what, you gonna beat up all of us? You know what I mean? These motherfuckers shaving their heads. I'm like, oh shit, you're a skinhead. You're known as a skinhead or the Aryan brother, and I'm not lying. I said, these people ain't even paying you no mind. And he was repeating the same thing I was saying to him. That's what I'm telling you. This shit's real. Now, when Abby and Bubba come ask you some questions, let's see what you're gonna do. Oh, I'm cooking. I'm like, you came right in here to stab what when I was in the bathroom. What is that gonna prove, though? I need to. That don't make you no man. Oh, there go my nephew right there. Now go tell him you did it. Go tell him you did it. He don't only beat your ass. He's right outside. Go tell him you came in here and stabbed my top. What's that supposed to be, my head? And see, only whoop your ass. Told you you's a bitches. You just want to pick on women. But you won't go face a man. He a real man. He come to step up for me, his aunt, because I'm a woman. Now go out there, white boy. You hear him calling me? Tough ass. Ain't nobody going out. Ain't nobody going out. Bitch shit. That motherfucker's right outside saying he's here for me because I'm a woman. You're a man. Ain't nobody going outside? That's what I thought. Because you know if a nigga whoops your ass, all your street creds really going. Tell me you don't like us, but you want to go between our legs. That boy be that Mexican stupid. I guess ain't nobody going outside. So you prove my point. You're a bitch. You only can beat women. Well, you think you can beat me anyway. That's why I'm like, come in here when I'm in here, not when I'm gone. And I just use the shit. And if you're a woman, why you stabbing tops? I'm right here. You don't want to get busy. You want to keep stabbing up tops and shit. Because you's a punk. That motherfucker say he respects me because I keep it 100. You motherfuckers are lying. He's meeting the girl's father and shit, but he's a racist. He likes her because Mexicans or Spics work hard. I work hard too, but he don't like the color of the shade of my skin. What do you think? All the Mexicans are gonna be high yellow? They're not. They probably got some in their family darker than me. Then what are you gonna do? Oh, I don't want their food because, their skin's too dark for me to eat what they cook, baby. That shit ain't gonna work. That's a pussy thing. Well, he fucked up because he won't be back in that clan. You're all lying. I knew you wasn't going outside to see no real men. That's embarrassing too. Now you making your clan look even more embarrassing because you won't go fight a man, but you in here stabbing top. Even if it's Laura. There's somebody else here to punch Laura in the face. Where's she at? That's why ain't nobody gonna deal with you. Not on a criminal tip anyway. Because they already know. If you won't stand up to no man, you want to be snitching. That's how you know so much about it. Because you a rat yourself. And he must have just came here and stabbed it and stuck back upstairs. But why would you go back upstairs, though? I mean, what's the big hoo-ha? Go tell my nephew you did it. They're going to look at you as a sucker now. That's why the heaters ain't on. Something's getting ready to break. That thing, I never heard that thump like that in the basement. I don't know what that is. Gotta be something. That thing, like, and the whole wall, that thing, whatever it is vibrating. They don't got no heaters on. Well, a couple of them, and they're rattling. Something's getting ready to break. It's like a vent. It looks like a vent. But it leads to some type of vent up, and that whole thing is just shaking from the basement. You can hear it all the way upstairs. I'm like, what the fuck? That grease trap all over the floor. I said, oh no, I'm not. No. It smells just like chitlins coming out of the vent. So something's going on with the venting system. smart. When I go to Providence, I'm going right to code enforcement like I always do. I'm going to talk to that retarded, the manager, supervisor, and I'm going to show him the picture. I'm like, what do you think of this? What would you do if you go somewhere and see this? And then they called themselves, it's hot. And then they called themselves, now I ain't no electrician, and I never said I went to school for any type of maintenance. But if this pump thing got, I don't know what that, I got a picture. I'm going to show him that too. Because what they did was they took a plastic pipe. It was leaking. Right? Because that was this thing's going to break because it was like, it's like it's overworking. It don't fit the object that is supposed to be pumped. I don't know how it's pumping it. I don't know. But they took a pipe and it's lit, and whatever that is that's leaking yellow, they put the plastic pipe there. And now it's leaking through the pipe. But there's a bucket there. And I'm not smart, but I don't think that's supposed to be indoors, is it? I don't know, but I'm like, let me take some pictures so my supervisor can see what I see. I need him to see what I see and understand why I'm not. I mean, the grease is everywhere. The thing's not really, something's getting ready to break. I don't know what it is. But I know it got something to do with the vent, the heating system, because that thing is like, I said, well, I never heard that before. When I was just down there, that's why I go when I want to TikTok and be in peace. And that shit is just overworking that little old pump. I'm like, I don't know. They might be giving up comments outside. I don't know. I just, you got to be careful. I'm like, first of all, they're underworked. They got, they're overworked because they don't got enough nurses. I'm like, this is crazy. They're still waiting for the motor, but I fixed the door, but I unfixed it because, you want to be in here with broken doors, that's you, but, my life matters to me. They took them off track again. They're doing it on purpose. I go right there and hit it right on track. Boom, boom, right with my shoulder. It opens, boom, real loud. It closes real loud, boom, boom, boom. And then it opens up and it's right back on track. I was like, oh my God. I got stuff coming from somewhere in China and my shit's at JFK already. And I ordered on 11th. They've been ordering these pots since last year. And then the leak in the basement, they opened the door. What they did was they sealed the door. They was like, why is she worrying about this door? Because all exits need to be unsealed. You ain't even in the basement anyway, so how would you cold? It's gated and there's a ladder. That means you can climb up the ladder, push that right open to get out. I was like, Lord, if code enforcement come here, you're going to be in trouble. You're going to be in trouble. I guarantee you, because they haven't worked on that building. And because, when you got metal caps, and the metal caps are ate up and rusted, that means, right, that haven't been taken care of in decades. I said, I thought you were supposed to have, certain amount of money for this, certain amount of money for that, but some they're just doing they're doing another that luncheon dinner, whatever it is, St. Patrick's thing. I don't know where the money's gone. Like, you need to just have a bazaar and sell all this shit. Everything you got, put it right outside. Don't be greedy because you got it for free. And whatever people don't take, you need to throw in the garbage. Stop bringing it back in the basement. If they didn't want it before, they ain't gonna want it. They didn't want it now, they ain't gonna want it later. But nobody listen to me because I'm the crazy one. I was a volunteer friend, Cody's friend. I was being him right in that basement. I asked him what is going on. Because he do construction. I don't want to be. And he was nothing I don't supposed to. Now, counselor, he was home. And they knew he was home. They probably texted him and told him you was coming up. Because I think he just took a hit or whatever because it was stinking like burnt. I know you smoked it. But I don't know if you got in or not. But when you left, he got himself together. You must be coming back today. Now, these two bitches, this is what I'm saying. Cameras don't lie. Cameras do not lie. He can't erase the cameras because they'll know. The time frame's missing. Especially if they record like ours do 24/7. I can go all the way back to 2003 and find something if I'm that bored. Well, that's what I'm saying. People, that lady's trying to convince me. I'm waiting for my bed. That lady at work is trying to convince me that she didn't steal from me. I said, she was like, I didn't steal. Yes, you did. She was like, no. I said, yes, you did. And Sister Mary Agnes stole the diamond ring. I said, I wish I can go back and show you where I Googled the stuff at. Right? So, no, that's like that. When I went to the hospital, the lady was trying to tell me that what I was saying wasn't true. I'm like, no, the guy squeezed my foot. He squeezed my foot so hard and went something like that, and I could not walk on my foot. She was like, no, you leaned over your heel. No, the fuck I didn't. A dude hurt my foot. And she kept saying, no, he didn't. I was like, yes, he did. Now, look at this. When I put this over here underneath my thing, that was not there. Because I just washed my clothes. When I put on, so it was under the sink. So when I come home, it's not under the sink no more. It's sitting on the floor with this hole in the top. Dudes gonna walk by and say he did it. My nephew's outside say, Auntie. I'm like, well, go tell my nephew you did it because I'm a woman and he's gonna stand up to you as a man for me. Nobody went outside. So the man, the he, she, and Bloody Mary think it's cute. Ain't nothing cute about it because somebody's gonna get hurt. Everything's cute until somebody get hurt. What they don't know is I'm putting in work for Providence. So me and my nephew's gonna escape scot-free. Because I brawl with my family. If he go outside, I'm going outside too. To be there for my motherfucking nephew and whatever's gonna happen. Let's see what bitch is gonna come out for him. Okay? They be like, oh yes, I do. I've been working with the cops since I was a kid. Because I can get in where cops can. Everybody can, but they don't do what I do. Because like I said, I can have somebody give me some information I need. I'll have one of my homeboys hit them more. Whatever her pleasure. I'm true to my word. I know what I'm doing. There's a murderer who murdered his wife, right? He dropped his car off. We know he knows people in Rhode Island. The only other place he can go is New York. And where's the best place to hide that the cops cannot come without a warrant? Shelters, woman shelters. They can get in the Amos house though. Because the Amos house all windows. You don't even got to go in the Amos house. All they got to do is ride around. And they need to stop hitting these tents. Tent cities. Just be like, you know what? We just want to see your ID or whatever. Because he got a hood on and he's hiding his forehead, his 50 head. His 50 head. You know what I'm saying? So no matter what, whatever I do, I'm doing legally. Right? I'm just they was like, oh, Crossroads know how I am. She's hunting. Yep, I'm hunting. I'm out here. Cause one thing, I can handle myself. And two, a cop ain't too far behind me. Right? So you know, I got ears and eyes everywhere. He's gonna get caught, I guarantee you, unless he killed himself. And that's on God. They was like, oh, she's just on the hunt. And motherfucking right, I'm on the hunt. Now, I just seen some white chick. I was like, is that a black eye? She was like, I was like, who punched you in your eye? She was like, him. I'm like, mm-hmm. You got her about this fucking bit while he's waiting for the blast. She got to go make the money for him to get high with that shit crazy. He whooped my ass. My never gonna beat the shit out of him. He said go talk to his clan about his Puerto Rican and Mexican bitch. Cause there's Mexicans with skin as dark as mine. Or some of them's mixed with Indian. Some Mexicans are considered Indian because their bone structure and their skin be golden brown. And he do not like golden brown skin. He made that clear. I ain't hating. See, what nobody knows is he was talking shit about me when I wasn't paying him no mind. I was feeding the birds. This is what I'm saying. He's picking up on my mentality. As a man, I will be embarrassed, but I reckon he's not. So I'm feeding the birds. I'm feeding the birds. And he's like, well, why is she way over there? And the other dude said, that girl ain't paying you no mind. Why you keep bothering her? He was like, yeah, but he was like, but that girl's trying to avoid confrontation. See, he wanted to start trouble with me. So I pick up my stuff because I see the rescue squad coming. So I was like, oh, what's going on? What's popping off? Somebody OD. So I walk in with the firemen. And I was like, oh, what's going on? Whatever, you know, and I'm whispering whatever I need to whisper to get back to whoever I needed to get back to. So as we're coming out, now because I went in to Kennedy Plaza, he's going to go around and meet listen, stop. You picking up on my mentality. Everybody knows I'm nosy. I don't care if they had a guy at gunpoint. I'm walking right over there and be like, what's popping off? What are you doing to whoever? Because that's what I do. So everybody be like, that's a crazy bitch. She don't never mind her business. Blah, blah, blah. And I'm right over there and then they be like, well, what happened? Right? So now, there's always three. A dude, two girls and a dude, but now usually the other girl be across the street, the sister, but now she's getting on that stop and shop because the father dropped her off there. I'm like, this is crazy. I'm like, he's homeless. She's going to be staying right with him at the shelter unless you was going to help him get an apartment. But how can she be with him if he called her a spick? I'm not jealous. I'm just trying to make her, you know what I'm saying, spit some juice to her to make her see she's making a terrible mistake. Because he ain't going to respect all your family because all your Mexicans ain't hard working. And, he act like ain't no Mexicans, crackheads, or drunks, or homeless. So, you know what I mean? That's going to be a hard pill to swallow. He was starting trouble with me. He's worried about what I'm doing over there, why do I talk? That's none of, and that's why they was like, that girl ain't even bothering you. You bothering her. Why are you worrying about what she's doing? She's trying to avoid confrontation. You trying to be in confrontation. And I'm so happy that somebody sees it's not me. He is a troublemaker. And then when I start spitting facts, truth, he gets mad because he hates the sound of my voice. Well, if you hate the sound of my voice, won't you go get another bus with your girl? You can leave early and get on an earlier bus. Because he waits for her. He liked it. Me, you can't like me, and I know you think I'm a nigga. You might as well be right with her. Because I don't care what your money looks like. If you can't respect the color of my skin, your dingling is not going in me. Not at all. You think if I date a white dude, I would call him a pig or say I would do none of that? Because that's disrespectful. But if I ain't dating you and you talking shit, I'm going to call you names. But if I'm dating you as whatever nationality you are, I'm going to respect you until you disrespect me. And that's the truth. Even if I heard you call, another woman a nigga and you white, I can't date you because I know you feel the same way about me. I ain't going to have you around my family because Lord knows, that would go left. But you know what I'm saying? I just couldn't date a man that thing because if you think one of them spicks, they're all spicks. But she's jumping around, still shaking her head. I said, oh my God, she's an in-house hoe. And soon as a white, he ain't gonna marry her. As soon as a white woman come that looks better than her, he's gonna dump her. She's got something to do. She ain't married material, cause not the way he be talking and these people be talking. I swear that motherfucker was getting ready to rip that pole right out the wall. You hear me now? Cause he was so upset. Well, I should get my to but I'm gonna wait. Cause the truth hurts. Show her father who you truly are. And I don't know who the fuck brings that, that man, that Mexican man probably was like, no, he turned right around. I don't know who he was saying no to. And went right back to his daughter. Because then another Mexican got on the bus with his face all masked up. That looked like he was the brother. And they was all like, he's homeless. He told them he work at the shelter? Because the last time I seen him, he was going in back of the dollar store. Oh, they broke this too. He was going in back of the dollar store. So I really don't know what's going on. And I was like, oh my God, he's in a tent. If you love a girl, go for the gusto. He's looking at her blowing their kisses, thinking don't nobody see that. He don't know that dude that's driving's Mexican. He said the same thing, but he said it in their language. You gonna be right out there with him in the tent in the show. Well, he got money. Yeah, but when he paying bills with, you know what I'm saying? When he stopped paying bills, then what you gonna do? Because I believe he gets a Social Security check or something. And I swear that looks just like that man. I snapped his wrist. I swear to God, I think he was a truck driver because it's a stick from CVS. He probably sold his truck. He was a driving motherfucker though. Till he came across me. It wouldn't have never happened if he wouldn't try to shut the door around me. Talking about we're not done. Yes, we are. You don't even belong over here anyway. You belong over there picking up your load, dropping and picking up. You over here trying to get fucked up. I guess they thought I was gonna grovel for the job. I was like, shit, I've been fired from better places. They were stealing. I think it's him though. It looked just like him, unless he got a brother. And that's what happened. I think that's why he hates me. But I had to defend myself against all the hoo-ha. But anywho, I gotta eat my sandwich, eat a bowl of Sylvia, and go to sleep. So I can get up and do it all again tomorrow. I meant tonight. So I don't gotta be there at 9 o'clock, but my alarm goes off at Yep, I get right in the bed with my pillow. Somebody was probably over here. Yeah, I'm tired. I get in the shower when I wake up. I take my pants off, sleep with my t-shirt, my underwear, and my bra. Anyway, the janitorial dude, right? He started opening doors. Why are you opening doors that supposed to be locked and closed? The physical therapy room, the hairdresser room, and there's another room. I think that's not. It wasn't the sewing room. It's another room that they have stuff in. No, that's my nose. You can look right up there. No cocaine or nothing. Right? Is that a booger? Might be. I don't know. And I'm like, why are you opening doors and leaving doors open? That's not his job. That was a booger, don't it? That's my nostril. Right? Then that's when I'm like, that lady smashed my bag and everything. It was kale and spinach. I was gonna cook. I do it right in the garbage now. As I'm like, how did it get water in it? And I tried, and it went all over Bernadette's paper, and I felt bad. And I was trying to buy another one, but I'm in Pawtucket. I was in Pawtucket. And it was like, oh, you're trained. I'm not trained. I got feelings. I would never, sometimes I scribble on their paper. That's because I put the wrong name or something. But I would never want somebody to do that to me. No matter what happens, I always want to treat Bernadette with respect. They was like, oh, it ain't going to worry me. I got a heart. My spirit wasn't right. Because I know that whoever did that was wrong. Because would you want to go get your paper that had stuff all over it? My bag wasn't wet when I sat it on her paper, because if that was the case, then the desk would have been wet. Because it was on the desk all night. This is what I'm trying to say. My bag was on the desk all night with the same kale and spinach in it. And if that was the case, then the desk would have been wet. I'm not trained. I just have a heart. I wouldn't want her, even though we have bad days. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, why would I do that on purpose, right? When I just bought this lady a nice bottle of wine. See, I understand that it's not Bernadette. I get that. I understand it's not Bernadette. I'm only there for 2 days. That lady's there 7 days, well, 7 days 1 week and 5 days the next. And I understand because ain't nobody gonna stand up for Bernadette with her but me. Because that lady likes to try to have them disgrace me, but I don't take it out on them. I go right to her. Long as we're 6 feet apart, I'm going to say what I need to say because you will not have this lady try to disrespect me for you. Because if you tell her to call me a muck, I'm going to call you a monkey right to your face. Now, like, what's her name? Oh my, I will never forget your name because I know somebody named, oh, what's her name in the shelter? It's going to pop up in my head. I was talking to her today. And this is how I know people, I always forget names, but it will pop back up. I always know that people talk to people and have them rehearse what they need them to say, because that lady ain't wrapped too tight either. Right? The administrator's husband, right? He can't be around me, so she says. That's what she says. Because something happens. I don't think you know. People be trying to do it, but you only can do it if you know what I'm saying. It's like two snakes curdling around each other. But it's this thing you do. And then you stand up straight. And then your head go to the side. It's sexy. And one time he came and it was a whole bunch of snow and they was like, you can leave. He was like, no, I don't want to leave. He was like, no, he was like, no. And he was like, who's that? I was like, I don't know. So now Davy Hurst, God, what is her name? Oh, it ain't Gladys. Oh my God, because what's her name? Martha. Because Martha's an open doors. I got to go by to see Martha. I'm waiting till it get nice so she can come outside and talk to me, though, because I don't think they're going to let me in. So it's like they rehearsed everything Martha was saying. You know what I mean? Talking about, Herb and whatever his name is, they're married. I already knew they was married. Oh, that's one of her twins. She's the doctor. I already knew she's gonna be a psychiatrist, but I hope before she get into being somebody else's psychiatrist, she get in to see her a psychiatrist because she's not wrapped too tight. All three of the children work there. And the lady said again tonight, I would rather let your daughter go than let Millicent go. Because Millicent will fight to protect. Your daughters won't. They lock doors. I lock the doors too, but that's at midnight. So now they're talking about, she's, first of all, I'm not scared, but what yous ain't seeing because the nuns don't post to watch TV. I'm like, these motherfuckers are running and killing the Jewish people. Right? That's Miami. Nobody loves you either, you inside whore. That ain't nobody but Miami being a slut. Because that's all she knows how to be. Wait for Diddy to get out so you and Santana can take care of his urges. Because that's all that's going to happen. You trickster. If Diddy loved you, right? If Diddy loved you, why would he have you sleep with other men? How was that love? That ain't love. That's a whore that he was paying. You was the cheapest whore. He was probably paying them escorts more than you. Thank you. They reported him. Don't forget, I can read bodies. You know what I mean? Diddy, she ain't 10 toes down. That's all I'm gonna say. Every time you come for me, I'm gonna let Diddy know you ain't 10 toes down, cause you really ain't. And you gonna find out the hard way, like they all do. I don't know. They said Santana got HIV too, so I don't know how that works. I hope you was changing condom. I don't know how true it is, but and it didn't come from Zell. It came from somebody else too. The streets talk. Well, I know this internet be talking. I ain't even in the streets. I'm on the internet. Don't come for me if I don't send for you. Please don't. But anywho, let me get off here because I got to get me enough sleep. When I wake up, I'm in a bad mood. It's only on Saturdays, though. Because, you know what I mean? So anyway, they want to make them scones, right? I keep telling Miss Jean, you are trying to walk in Mother Patricia's footsteps, and until you learn to make your own path, ain't nobody gonna respect you as a mother. Because everything you do is what Mother Patricia did. Just because Mother Patricia came and cooked the scones at 10 don't mean you have to. Because as long as Janice is there, there's always going to be chaos between me and you. Because when you're with Janice and that other, I don't know, I think she's Chinese, but it looks like she's mixed, you start trouble. Because they could have told me they was in the kitchen. But what she did was, she didn't know I seen her already in the kitchen. And I was like, hey, devil. And then she walked by. She was like, oh, you see Mother? I was like, no. She's like, oh, Mother, where you at in the kitchen? Girl, you just came out of the kitchen. See, them the games I don't play with them because that's the devil's game and I'm not playing. You're not planting no seeds in my head. Cause I know you knew she was in the kitchen because you came out the kitchen. There's other ways you can get through the building. Right? Mother Patricia used to say, or one of the other sisters would come and say, well, I'm in the kitchen. I'll put earphones on, but nobody never told me I couldn't talk or laugh. I'd be laughing. First of all, this is how they want it. They want to be talking about what I supposed to be doing. But they don't want me saying nothing or listening to my tablet. And one of them, I was like, first of all, I ain't nobody's month. Let's get that straight. And I ain't locking nothing until Janice leaves. That gate will stay open. Cause the last time I left Janice with my stuff, it was disgusting. And I said, Janice must have been like Mother Patricia as much as she like Miss Jean, because Janice couldn't manipulate Mother Patricia because she's a strong woman. She didn't run in back of Mother Patricia when Mother Patricia was outside. She didn't stay all night to make scones with Mother. Matter of fact, Mother Patricia wouldn't come down and let two Janice left. If Janice was in the facility, Mother Patricia wasn't. When Janice left, Mother will come down. Lord, if Mother Georgiana was still there and come down and see Janet, she be like, she knows she fucked up. You can say it in her face. And I'm saying, you gotta learn to stand on your own 2 feet. Janice is the devil. Janice is the devil because Janice thinks she's doing a favor for Miss John by trying to disrespect me, and that's the wrong thing to do, girl, because I'm going to say something right back to you, and I'm not saying it disrespectful, but it's disrespectful, but I'm saying it in a respectful way. And she politely gathered up her stuff. Good night, Millie, up. Good night. And they politely went upstairs because the kitchen closes at what? It got to shut down like 5:30, 6 o'clock, right? They can come, and then they had to turn off the self-cleaning on the ovens, right? So you can be down there making all the scones you want when I'm not there, but I'm not going to sit and be quiet because you think I'm not doing that. Even if I'm on the phone and they're talking, they will try to talk over me because they want me to shut up. No, that's disrespectful. I keep saying that's not etiquette. And I'm letting them know when you're having a conversation with somebody else and they're talking too, you don't got to shut up because that's disrespectful. You just got to have a nice tone in each conversation so you can each hear the person that you are talking to. Ain't nobody getting me evicted. Ain't nobody gonna evict me. So this is what I'm saying. These people are sick in this building, right? They want to do dirt, but don't want dirt done back to them. Like I said, I'm not the only one telling. So if he did, which I know somebody came in here and stabbed stuff, then somebody else is gonna say, yeah, he did. He's gonna look at the camera and be like, well, why would you in Millie's room if Millie wasn't here? Because I caught the 4:40 bus. So if I'm not here from 4:40 till like 9 or 10 o'clock in the morning, nobody should be in my room at all. Now he's gonna come look at the camera. And 9 times out of 10, I'm right. And he said, yes, he did it. And I'm pretty sure other people heard him say it too. And nobody was in here sleeping. They just sit because Barbara gets up like 4:30, 5 o'clock because I'm up. And Nonet gets up early too. I don't know if she gets a home take home or what, but she's on methadone and whatever else she's on. So ain't nobody in this building sleeping unless they was getting high all night. The guy behind the door left because when he leaves, he jammed his door with something, but that ain't gonna work because I guess he got a camera, so he'll know if somebody going there or not to protect his door because he knows people go in the room. That counsel said, well, can you open the door? Lord was like, well, he didn't give me permission. Don't nobody give you permission any other time and you opening doors. What time is it? It's 10 o'clock in the morning. It's 10 o'clock in the morning. I can talk when I want to talk. They want to control how you talk, the baritone of your voice, the tone of your voice, right? They want to control how loud you listen to your music, that ain't how society works.
But when the dude, he don't do it no more though. But when the dude behind the door was doing it, it was all right. I think he's Puerto Rican because it was like Puerto Rican music he was playing. He was in there cooking or whatever, whatever. That might be the kitchen. I don't know. But I made my own. You know, you go upstairs, there's people playing music 7 o'clock in the morning. Ain't nobody complaining about them. And you can hear it through the hallway because I'm going up there to go to the bathroom and I can't get in down here. They want to control what I do, but ain't nobody controlling what I do unless they're gonna pay my rent. If you ain't paying my rent, stay out my lane. That's why a lot of people left because that dude was like, "This is like being in jail." He was like, "It's that's like being in prison." Not for me, it's not. So every time I feel they feel like I'm not doing what they want, they come in here and break some, but I'm gonna get it back anyway. That's why I'm saying I'm saving. So when I leave, you know what I mean? I don't want to buy no clothes or nothing. Cause they might be like Lily and take out seams and shit of your clothes. You putting it on, your clothes are raggedy and you don't even know that the seams fucked up. It's so fucked up that you can't have nice things that you work for because when people get mad, they want to come and tear it up. Who is this white man that think he can ask about me, right? And I'm not even really talking, but when I talk back about the negative things he says about my skin and other nationalities, now I'm starting trouble. Stay in your lane. I'm trying to avoid conflict. But you keep trying to rev over in my lane and don't want me to say nothing. I'm going to keep, every time you get in my business, I'm going to get in your business. Because it ain't none of your business why I'm following the fire department if they ain't saying, where you going? I was like, well, wait, what's going on? Let me get my stuff so I can go see what's popping off. Because they probably don't know they're putting horse tranquilizers in the drugs. And maybe they're going to give him something and it ain't working. I'm like, well, do you know they put horse tranquilizer in the drugs? What can you do for him? Because it might be that. Or maybe it ain't that. Maybe he smoked some synthetic weed and he's acting retarded. Because I know about it. I didn't smoke it, but it was blown in my face. A whole bunch. It was like 6 blunts. And I'm the only one that went crazy. They must have had the antidote. That's why I lie and take these surveys. Because ain't nobody going to tell the police nothing or the ambulance people. Like I said, I'm the one that told state troopers about Suboxones. They didn't even know what Suboxones was. That's why I lie. I get these little pennies, and when I don't know something, I'd be like, "Well, what's that?" But maybe if she wouldn't have said the proper name, and she would have been like, "Oh, they put horse tranquilizers." That's all you had to say. Why are you being fancy? Why are you trying to act educated, bitch? See, that's what I'm trying to say. They trying to prove me stupid. There ain't nothing stupid about me. You just used a word that I never heard of before. And now all of a sudden they don't now all of a sudden it's called something but the street know it as synthetic weed. So why you ain't saying synthetic weed? Because even if I looked it up, I would have looked up synthetic weed. And me and the other girl was like, she is a dumb bitch. Because she don't know these motherfuckers will beat her ass and nobody will help her. She's a smart white when she's a dummy. To think that they'll help her if I punched her in the face. They wouldn't. They just would be like, Millie, you gotta go and don't come back. That's what I'm saying. They start trouble with me, but then when men come, they can't throw me out because my nephew wanna stand up for my honor, cause he's a man. If it's a woman, I wouldn't even need him because I can handle my own business. But he's a man, and so ain't the one that's talking shit a man. So go out there and let my nephew stand up for his aunt. No, he didn't wanna. Now I don't know if anybody went outside. I didn't hear nobody talking. That's all. Like these people keep acting like I don't. That's because you don't see. That's because me and my family got issues. Don't mean they're gonna let a man beat their aunt. Well, they know I'm gonna fight back, but I'd rather have a man fight a man. That's what I'm saying. My cousin Ricky was like, I'm like, I just can't. You know what I mean? Cause some are on probation and some ain't. But if somebody puts their hands on him, he got every right to defend himself. I'm gonna be right there and be like, "Yep, I seen it. It was right on. Yep, I seen it." And they're gonna believe me because my word is bond. That's them too. That's what I'm saying. You got to know when to roll, know when to walk away, know when to run. You gotta count your blessings, and it will be counting your blessings. Cause we fight with fists. Well, I'll put your hair out first, cause I don't got time. Pull that ponytail right off your head. And that's another one, they're trying to fight. They put their ponytail up or they put a hoodie on. Girl, please. It ain't that I'm scared. It's just that I'm grown and getting more mature. I'm trying to get a man. Ain't no man want no old bitch out here brawling. You know what I mean? They already know I got challenges. Right? That's why I'm getting ready to get I'm getting ready to get my gear up. Cause something happened. You know what I'm saying? I'm not cheating. I don't even know who I'm dating, but I'm not cheating. I swear to God, if that boy don't stop riding by my job, leave me alone. It is over. If I ain't calling you and you can't call me, it is over. I don't forgot his name again. I said, "Oh my God, is that Fred?" I was ready to dive to the floor. It's just, that's where the point it is now. I was gonna dive right to the floor, slide right in there. But I'm like, oh my God, this is just too much for me. It's time to hide in the bushes. You know what I mean? They're gonna think I'm hiding, but I'm not. It's the people that know me be like, oh my God, she's hiding again. Till it blows over. I'm getting ready to get my gear up. I see some dope, like nice. Oh my God, I'm gonna come out one time. One time, it's gonna be bad. I already got the outfit. It gotta be, oh. I ordered me some dope boots. These boots you can wear, I got me a little, I think they're red, black, and white. I don't know, they might be blue, but I got me some blue little Daisy Dukes, right? Child. I'm gonna order the pocketbook I thought the pocketbook came, but I'm ordered the pocketbook to match my boots. I'm a type of dress type of girl, you know what I mean? I'm getting ready to do me. I got a brown blonde wig coming. My burgundy wig should be coming. I gotta get me some hats. Order me some more fingernails because I don't like to go to. I like my little press on because you don't. You know what I'm saying? It works for me. I'm like old school, right? You know I do wigs and weave. I don't know when I'm gonna weave and braid my hair, but it's gonna be soon. Pepper. I'm getting ready. You know I got enough clothes. I be crying, but you know what I'm saying. You just. I don't think like 10 outfits are gonna hurt. I don't know, but it's just dope. They're dope. I'm just gonna get me some nice stuff and just be like doing me. Buy me a couple of more bathing suits. I try to get the bikini, the leather, but I swear that they all, I mean, everybody and their mother must have bought it, even the big girls. Hopefully, I can find me a red one and a black one. I already got a red and white one. And find me a couple of netted things to go over 'em. Get my cool and get ready for the beach. I'm not in the sober house or a shelter, so I can stay at the beach as long as I want. Well, to the last bus to Woonsocket. I can take an Uber from the beach to downtown, or I can really get off at anywhere on Elmwood or Broad, and then get back on, get on a bus and then go. Yeah, yeah, yes, Lord. The one that you always, let me tell you something, the one that you always think is that mother effer is never that. Never that. But I've been, you know what I'm saying? He got long hair too. I love a man with long hair. I don't have the good hair play all it. Oh my God. I think he's Mexican. I don't know. I don't even care. Like, and it was different. You can tell by, I'm like, well, you gotta be careful because they smoke crack too. But I already knew what it was. We're gonna see what the summer brings. Spring. Now you know I'm gonna be going out now, boy. I hope he invite me to his cookouts. His cookouts be hitting. I'll be right on out. Yep. So I'm like, yep, I will surely be there. I mean, all them beans and rice get full. I'm like, I'll bring my own plate. Can I get a plate to go? Because this is what blacks do. Yeah, be part of the family. Might as well. Alright, here he is. He's out here yelling to him. Listen, you know what? I'm going to sleep. This boy is crazy. He like him too. So, who's saying me too? He was like me, him too. You know what he do be over there? He be over there. Yes, he do. He not over there, but the house next to it. Cody be over there. Yes, he does. Cody be right over there at cookouts. One time I was walking by, he was right there. I was like, oh, what the hell? Yep, he know people over there too. But then there's another dude with the dog that lives in the next house. It's like boom, boom. Cody be over there. He never brought me no plate though. I'm the type to get off the bus, walk up the street using my perfume, blow the wind. The summer come out tomorrow, till tomorrow there'll be sun. Tomorrow, tomorrow, I love you. Tomorrow, you're always a day away. I gotta stop drinking Colombian coffee. That's why I can't sleep. That man makes that coffee so good in that store. Oh my God. Ooh. He just made it. I just walked in. He just made a pot. I was like, oh, yup. Anyway, have a peace and blessing. Have a good, sad day. For those who love me, I love you more. For those who hate me, go and shut the door. And don't let the good Lord hit you where the devil split you.